Sunday berries here to stay, here to stay, here to stay, yeah.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Sunday Berries. Today I am very excited to present to you Roman Szmal. This is a Polish brand. Roman Szmal is the artist who created these watercolors and still creates them. And I have heard amazing things about this brand. This particular set of 24 colors was selected by Jane Blundell. She has put together these 24 colors for us to work with. Just to know that Jane Blundell has selected these colors herself means that this set of color is going to be a wonderful set to mix with. So let's say it's going to be like a master mixing set. I did purchase 8 additional colors. They were just random colors that I wanted to see. And so we will be swatching those on the side. But I do want to see this set swatch on its own to see the colors that Jane Blundell has selected for us. And from there, we will take a look at the other 8 that I purchased. Without much further ado, let's swatch. The first color is Buff Titanium and the pigment is PW6:1. Beautiful color. This color is also non-staining, granulating, and semi-opaque, and is quite beautiful. As most of you know already, I love Buff Titanium. I use it a lot. So this one is one color that I really do appreciate in a set. Beautiful diluted version as well. The next color is Hansa Yellow Medium. The pigment is PY74. It's very bright. And these are rewetting like a dream. Of course, they are honey based, but they are so smooth and beautiful. Very strong pigmentation as well. This diluted version is very soft. Could pass even as a pastel yellow. Is that soft. The next one up is Quinacridone Gold, PY150 and PO48. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Wow. Diluted version. Loving the separation of pigments here. The next one up is Aquarius Orange, and the pigment is a pigment orange, but the number is unavailable. Very bright and very interesting orange. I find it breathtaking. So this one has medium granulation, so we might not see a lot of that granulation on the mass tone. Hopefully here with the diluted version, since I've added a lot more water, we will be able to see that medium granulation a little bit better. The next one up is Pyrrole Scarlet, and the pigment is PR255. Wow. Pyrrole colors, particularly in red tones, are so potent and brilliant. Very strong, very bright, powerful color is what I'm trying to say. This one is highly staining and semi-transparent. Great for mixing. Beautiful. The next one up is Pyrrole Rubine, and the pigment is PR264. Oh, gorgeous. And diluted. Quite beautiful as well. It remains a very cool color. Leaning into that purple, so I can see this color making great shades of purple or values. The next one up is Quinacridone Red. PV19 is the pigment. Very beautiful. And diluted version. Gorgeous. The next one up is Mineral Violet. The pigments are PB29 and PV19. This one will be granulating. I'm not sure if the mass tone will show the granulation, but take a look at this color. Wow, quite beautiful. And diluted. I'm going to add a little bit of water to encourage the granulation. The next one up is Ultramarine Intense. The pigment is PB29. This will be granulating. And again, I'm not sure if it will do as a mass stone. We'll see what kind of granulation this is, but it's supposed to be a medium granulation, so it's not going to be as intense as you might expect from an ultramarine. And diluted with a lot of water. Oh, you can see the granulation there. Quite beautiful. And you can see the granulation on the mineral violet, and there is some sort of pigment separation as well that you can see. Not on the mass stone, but on the diluted version. Interesting. The next one up is Cobalt Cerulean Blue. The pigment is PB36. Oh, beautiful. This one should be a granulating color as well. And yes, it is. It is also semi-opaque. And diluted with lots of water. The next one up is Phthalo Blue Green Shade PB15 column 3. This is such a great mixer as well. And such a beautiful color on its own. But for mixing, this is invaluable. So I understand why this color is in the set. And dilute it. The only thing with phthalos is that you need to be really careful. They can overtake a color quite easily. So when mixing, use very little at first and then start building up, because otherwise, if you do it the other way around, this one will overtake the color, overpower. And look at that beautiful color. It's gorgeous. Not a lot of people like phthalos, but I do. The next one is Cobalt Turquoise, and the pigment is PB36. This one is a granulating color. Beautiful color. And dilute it. Plenty of water as well, so we can see that granulation. And you can already see it. Beautiful. The next one up is Phthalo Green Blue Shade PG7. This one is beautiful and bright. Very, very staining, but This particular green is also a great mixer. So to have them in your palette is going to work always to your benefit, particularly if you love to mix your own colors. It's a gem. And dilute it. The next one up is Perlin Green. The pigment is PBK 31. I don't know how many of you remember what I mentioned about mixing blacks with yellows. You get possibly the most beautiful greens ever. And here is a black pigment, number 31, that makes Perlin Green. So a lot of people, I understand, do not love or do not like to use black pigments in their mixes, but you can get some awesome greens with yellows, with black. And as you can see, this is just not a mix, but it's coming from a black pigment, so that's quite interesting and quite breathtaking as well. Oops, maybe too much water. Yeah, maybe I used too much butter on this one, but still take a look at this color in its diluted form. Quite breathtaking. The next one up is Aquarius Green, and Aquarius Green is PY150, PBR25, and PB29. This is a granulating color. My God, I meant to say this is a granulating color. My voice totally trailed off on color. And I am, gosh, completely in love with this color. I'm loving them both, actually. But this one, it's yummy. Can I say yummy as a description? Because this one is quite yummy. It is granulating, so I will use a lot of water here. Hopefully this this granulation will come through nicely, because I've been out of practice. I haven't done a swatch in such a long time. But I am so excited to be back, and I am so thrilled with this color and this one. Wow. The next one up is Sap Green Light, PY110 and PG7. This color is moderately granulating. So let's take a look at it, and it's quite beautiful. And lately I've noticed how my taste have, I guess, graduated into greens. I don't know why I'm so attracted to them at the moment. This one is not my cup of tea, but it's quite beautiful, and I think for mixing it's great. I'm loving this other too, but I usually do like sap greens, maybe not the light version, but this color right here I have seen in so many leaves that it's worth having, but I would be using it as a mixing green, really. When, for example, these I could use as they are, but I would also try mixing with them and see what happens. But this is a beautiful granulating green as well. The next one up is Gold Ochre, and the pigment is PY43. And this is a medium or moderate granulating color. I hate it when there is someone at the door in the middle of me swatching. I'm gonna have to stop right here for a second. God, they wait. Oh God. And I know it's somebody trying to sell something. Let me just go ahead and check it. The next one up is Goethite, and the pigment is PBR, and the pigment number is unavailable, but this is an earth natural pigment, and it is quite granulating. Hopefully we'll see that. And that will be our prize for answering the door to someone who had nothing to offer that I didn't have and interrupted my video. Oh. I can already see some granulation, and the residue is quite dark. Really nice. So you get this ochre-like color, but then you get that brown topper. And dilute it. So not only does it have granulation, but it also has some sort of pigment separation. And you can even see it here where the darker pigments are gathering up. Beautiful. The next one up is Mummy Transparent Red PR102. Beautiful. This is like a sienna. Toasty reddish brown. Quite gorgeous. Very brick-like, very natural, earthy, and it does have medium granulation, so there we have it. I could have used a little bit more water here for this diluted version, but I think it's still gorgeous. And you can see, I think the camera is covering this, but oof, beautiful, to die for. The next one up is Blue Ridge Burnt Sienna PBR7. Ooh, This one is worth the wait. My God. This is a beautiful sienna. In comparison to this one is totally not a sienna, but it's sort of there. And this one has a super long name, but oof, it's gorgeous. This one has a medium granulation as well. I'm gonna just drop a little water there to see what happens. The next one up is Indian Red PR101, and this is the only opaque color in the group. And wow. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. I must say I am impressed with this PR101. Beautiful and diluted. Oh my God, even the diluted version is nice. And this one is granulating. Absolutely gorgeous. You can see the granulation now that I've added a little bit of water, and it just is beautiful. And oh my God, breathtaking. The next one up is Cypress Burnt Umber. The pigment is PBR7. This is also a granulating color. It's marked down as having a moderate granulation. So let's take a look at this one. But oof, look at this chocolate color. Oh my God, gorgeous. And you can see the granulation right away. And diluted. Oh. The next one up is Cypress Raw Umber Deep PBR7, also granulating. It's quite gorgeous, a lot cooler. Gorgeous diluted version as well. And the last color is Shadow Gray PB29, PBR7, and PV19. This is a moderate granulating color, and it is semi-opaque. Oh my God, gorgeous. reminds me of Payne's Gray, but not quite. And diluted version. Let's see how this one dries. I would love to see. But by now I am getting a feel for Roman Szmal and the colors that Jane Blundell picked out for us. Okay, so we have finished. We still have another 8 to swatch. So what we're going to do is allow this to dry, and then we're going to move on to the next set of 8, so we can have the full view of the colors that I do have. And we're back, and we are going to swatch the next 8 colors that I purchased in addition to the set. But before we start with the first color, I wanted to take the opportunity to show one of the subscribers how do I get the mass stone when I'm going to paint them from a pan. So the first color that we are going to see, it's going to be Indian Yellow Hue. The pigment is P108. And the way that I get the mass stone is by wetting the brush. You can also pre-wet the pan. I didn't do that with this one, and as you can see, it re-wets like a dream. And I just roll it, and I try to get as much pigment as possible in the bristles. And here we go with the mass stone. It is quite beautiful and quite light. This one is a semi-transparent or semi-transparent color, so that's why the mass stone isn't very strong, but you can see just how beautiful this color is. And diluted version. And there we have it. Quite beautiful, quite different from the mass stone and the diluted version. Loving it completely, so I'm really glad that I got this one. The next one up is Yellow Ochre, and the pigment is PY43, and I will show again how I get the mass stone for this one. And again, you can see this Roman Szmal watercolors re-wet like a dream. This pan was not previously activated or anything like that. Absolutely gorgeous color again. There are some colors that are not opaque, so you don't get a super dark color, but this is the mass stone for this color. So, and diluted version. And it is just breathtaking. Both these colors are. Here we go again. This one should be a better example. This one is Prussian blue and the pigment is PB27. I love Prussian blue. I think it's a great mixer and it has a beautiful tone to it. And this Roman Szmal one is gorgeous. Diluted version. Ah, absolutely gorgeous. The upside of Prussian blue is that Prussian blue is transparent. So it is very staining, but it is transparent. This one is indigo hue and the pigment is PB60 and PBK7. Again, picking up that mass zone. You can also do it with a lot less water. Ah, my God, it's breathtaking. I love indigos. Doesn't matter what brand, but this one is quite gorgeous. And diluted. Absolutely gorgeous. And these are two blues that I really am glad that I got because they are not included with the set. And these are convenience colors that I really do enjoy. This next one is dark ochre. The pigment is PY43. And again, as you can see, I just rolled the brush. Oh my God. Such a beautiful color, earthy. This one is a granulating color, so I'm going to try and add a little bit of water here just to see what happens. And diluted version. Quite beautiful. The next one is Cypress Raw Umber PBR7, and this one is also a granulating pigment. So I added a lot more water to this one. This one is also transparent, so you can see that, you can tell that it is. diluted version. Beautiful. The next one up is Sepia, PBR7 and PBK9, also a granulating color. It's gorgeous. This is possibly, and I'm getting really excited here, possibly the best sepia I have seen. And diluted. And the last one is Payne's Gray, PBK9, PB27, and PR264. This is a non-granulating color, but it's a staple in my palettes. I usually have to have them in all of them, even if I have to buy them separately, because Payne's Gray is so versatile and can help you with mixes incredibly. And just as I expected, it's very dark, very moody, very deep, diluted. And here, wow, we can see that beautiful blue undertone, that it's almost a dark purple. But wow, this one is quite special. Absolutely gorgeous. And with this one, we get to the end of all the colors that I have from Roman Szmal. I'm going to allow these colors to dry, and then we'll come back to them and give you my thoughts. And here we are. This is the full 24 colors of this set. I must say I am in love with Roman Szmal. These colors are very special. They are high quality. They still feel very raw or rustic looking, natural. I think that's what I mean with raw and rustic. They seem natural. They don't seem processed. And I am completely insane for these colors. I love the way this looks. They look exactly like I would love a watercolor to look like in its natural state. I think this type of appearance that they have is very special, and I think it would make of any painting that you do with these colors, they would look absolutely breathtaking and very special because of the type of look that they have. Even the colors that do not have any granulation, they seem to have a little something. It's not as if it had texture, but it has that look, that rawness, that natural feeling that when you look at them, all you feel is nature. And I know this is going to sound a little bit crazy, but that's how I view them. Right now, seeing them dry, it's something, it's just special. Roman Szmal is special. These colors have something very unique to them. I think it has to do with the way they are made, and this is the result. Perhaps I'm romanticizing this a little bit, but that's the feeling I get when I look at these colors. The other colors that I did get have that same vibration, the same feeling about them. They are very special. That's the best way I can describe these colors, I would probably like to see the whole range together. I am in love with what I've seen, and I have to speak about the mineral violet because it separates into bluish and pinkish tones, but of course it has ultramarine blue and the quinacridone red to create this color. And the separation, it's very soft but noticeable. I have to say that the Aquarius green is a gem. Now I would love to see all the Aquarius colors. We have the Aquarius orange here. This one is quite nice and special as well. The goethite is absolutely breathtaking. I must say that the natural range, or the most earthy tones here, are breathtaking. And this shadow violet, it's quite amazing as well. You can see a granulation there. Very soft, but so beautiful. And the cobalt turquoise, wow, my God, you can see that granulation on the mass tone and the diluted version. And the cobalt cerulean blue is just as beautiful, and the granulation is just breathtaking. The ultramarine intense, the granulation is beautiful, but it's soft and gentle and quite also incredible. But Aquarius green, for me, it's intoxicating because of the beauty that it has. I want to use it in everything. The sap green light, it's quite gorgeous as well. The perylene green is just absolutely gorgeous. And I think the mass stone, I didn't do it justice because I think this color could go even darker. Buff titanium is perfect. I think it's beautiful. I don't think it granulates as much as other brands, but it's a good hue and so useful for so many things. The Hansa yellow medium is breathtaking, and the quinacridone gold, it's to die for. Look at it, and look at that color separation. It's just crazy. In terms of the whole group together, I can see the potential for incredible mixings here, and from here you can triple, quadruple the colors that you do have. I think that the selection is quite amazing and quite right. She was completely assertive when she picked out these colors, and I feel very lucky that I got this set. I am surprised even at the PR 101. I'm famous for not liking PR 101, those Venetian reds, but this one is just breathtaking. It's not like others for some reason, and even in the diluted version, it's just perfect. And loving the Blue Rich Burnt Sienna watercolor. And this Mummy transparent red is just breathtaking as well. I have to again speak about the goethite. This is an earth pigment. It is available in, for example, Daniel Smith. I have seen it before, and I am loving the way this one separates. And I'm sure that given a lot more space, this would show off like nobody's business. I think that the Daniel Smith does granulate heavier, but this one is just as beautiful. This set was definitely put together to be mixed, and I cannot wait to start mixing with these colors. I just can't. The additional colors that I did pick on my own, I think they just add to the 24. In terms of Roman Szmal, yes, I definitely recommend this brand. It's difficult to get it in the States. I got it from Jackson's, and I will leave a link below so you can get it if you're interested, or if you haven't tried it. They sell it in sets. They sell it in full pans, and they also sell it in half pans, which is something that I think it's recently added. So what I'm going to do now, it's because I'm so excited about these colors, I'm going to try to do a little painting, possibly here, and I will share that part with you on the next video, or if I am really excited, I will share it on this one. So I still don't know, but yes, altogether these colors are breathtaking. They are amazing. I think that Roman Szmal is onto something quite peculiar and particular. And what I like the most is what I said before, is that they look so very natural and unprocessed. I am always fascinated by colors, but these are just something else. So I'm really glad that I finally got to swatch them. I still have 2 more brands that I haven't swatched and are about a year old as well. I believe I got them in June or July. So those, I have been as patient as I have been with Roman Szmal. So please don't forget to come back to find out which brands are those, because I am really excited about seeing those as well. Roman Szmal, thumbs up. It's just completely breathtaking. And my friends, with that said, please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe, be kind to one another, and I will see you on the next video. Until then, bye.
Through the eyes of artist's hand, wonders bloom at our command. Pain joy in every swatch, new brands all the time. Ooh yeah.